Hi, tonight we're going to talk about upgrading our mind to mindfulness. The secret to be present is to stop fighting the past and just be mindful, taking one step at a time to appreciate the now, new moments in the present, not what we desire. If we focus on old pains, we continue to suffer because our thoughts are reflected externally in the world that we observe. When we wake up to the present, even accepting unpleasant feelings as guests that will come and go, then we are observing without evaluating. This is an upgrade in intelligence because we don't take anything personally, a kind of meditation where we rewire our mind to stop judging. Other people's actions and words are a reflection of their mind and judgments, not our reality. So we should be immune to their opinions and not let them control our thoughts and emotions. When we focus on the pain or what others think, we suffer. But if we are in the moment in peace, the lesson is clear. We learn, grow, and assess what to do in a friendly, open-hearted way. Being mindful of the present moment is an important spiritual tool. So any self-care that brings us back to the present physically, mentally, and spiritually is good. This can be making and enjoying a cup of tea, music, massage, or walking your dog as they can help us to reconnect to soul consciousness. Eckhart Tolle said, "Time isn't precious at all because it is an illusion. What you perceive as precious is not time, but the one point that is out of time, the now. That is precious indeed. The more you focus on time, past and future, the more you miss the now, the most precious thing there is." The first step to upgrade is to stop doing the same thing over and over, and that is labeling things as good or bad. The idea of labeling things is needed for judging, but not assessing a situation. Because according to the dictionary, assess means to discover the value, while judging means to form an opinion. When we assess a situation, we are opening, learning, and understanding what is there and how to react to it. When we judge a situation, we look at it with preconceived ideas, so we are looking at it from past experiences or prejudices. We have been doing this our whole life, judging from our reality with the same set of opinions, the same beliefs, tailored to fit any situation. So we need to take the next step, or we will be doing the same thing for the rest of our life. We don't want to ruin any more days by judging everything and labeling it, then feeling and expressing the anguish as a response to it. In the present moment, we don't feel despair or our man-made hell on earth, because we are not projecting fear of the future or sorrow from the past. We all have moments of distress, but we can control it. So at these times, many people focus on their breath, which makes them calm and brings them back to the present. In the present, we can focus on what we need to change, assessing our possibilities without judging from our frustrations with our weak points and blemishes. Abraham Maslow said, "The ability to be present to be in the present moment, or present in the moment, is a major component of mental health, wellness, or mental health." This mental wellness gives us a healthy mental ability to search, query, and know what the nature of life, because to live well is to die well. The skills are the same. To be present is to live well. Then according to reason, we will be in the moment and die well when our expiration date is present. We can't stop death. The moment we are born, we are dying, moving closer to a new beginning. So we accept it, because avoiding it is avoiding life. The agony of death happens when we are living, trying to stop or ignoring it. There is no pain in death because we no longer have a body or mind. Life is inhalation and exhalation in the present. So if we stop to either inhale or exhale, we expire, and that is our expiration date. Living in the present and being conscious of death, we try to make every moment graceful, fitting, and harmonious to what is happening. This is awareness, so being present makes us aware of the here and now, and the encounter to be intentionally good in thought and deed. Osho says, the real question is not whether life exists after death. The real question is whether you are alive before death. If we don't let death die and keep it in our heads in a loop, then it doesn't let us live. Our body and mind are finite, so they have a beginning and an end, but our soul consciousness is eternal. Death is not a great loss, it is a part of our life. So the great loss is when we let our soul consciousness die without being aware of it. Death is an ending, but it is not bad because it is also a beginning too, our next great adventure in consciousness. The great thing about awakening is that we realize we are not our finite body, but our infinite soul. The Dalai Lama, answering a question, said, "Man, because he sacrifices his health in order to make money, then he sacrifices money to recuperate his health, and then he is so anxious about the future that he does not enjoy the present. The result being that he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he is never going to die, then dies having never really lived." In life, a time comes when we are able to choose to be happy in the moment or choose to continue the rat race. But the problem is we have to escape the mindset of the race to be happy in the moment. Mindfulness sets us free from the rat race because our mind in the race says once everything is in place, I will find peace. But mindfulness says, live in peace and everything will find its place. Everything we need is inside us for massive growth, and it is not luck, as it is a commitment and a positive mindset to accomplish our goals. It also helps us to be aware that the entire situation can change in a moment. In the same way, we can't touch the same water in a river twice. Life is in this flow, and it passes by and will never return again. So we have to enjoy every moment in our life and let it go. There is something good in every moment, even if we are at work, so we can train our mind to see the good with quality focus, awareness, and high-quality thoughts. We don't have to be right if we care to understand in this way. We find peace and not the anxiety in a worst-case scenario. Buddha said, just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over. Martin Luther King said, faith is taking the first step even when we don't see the whole staircase. So at times we have to leave what we know in comfort and wander into our intuition, where we don't have to be accepted by others to discover ourselves. We are human, so we will have dark days, but we are not in our grave. We are planted and will rise when the sun rises from a dark night. The sadness of our past only has power if we focus on it. Therefore, we refuse to let it and the fear of our future destroy the beauty and bliss of the present moment. Our life is a series of moments, so we want to engage in thoughts that will have beneficial outcomes, so we do everything with good intentions. In this way, we tune into what is good and what gives us peace, making us better in the same way a river cuts through a mountain with endurance and steadfastness, as we focus on the good in every moment, and it changes our situation. A Native American proverb says, "Listen to the wind, it talks." Excuse me. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows. Amit Ray says, life is a dance. Mindfulness is witnessing that dance. Thank you.